it's a job itself. So you're gonna have like 2 full-time jobs. That's
Right. And not
that's
even
wild.
just two, because you got your partner, you got your friends, your family.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you spread thin. How
This
do
whole
neurotypical
work-life
people keep
balance is
up?
terrible. I don't
Because
If
I
I
you
don't
be
know.
I be
don't have a
struggling.
friend in a relationship, and then their relationship ain't shit, and you got to sit there and watch
Oh,
that.
Mm,
exactly. And they talk to you about it a lot too.
Yeah,
And then like you do care about that person.
you're
So
right.
you want the best for them. One thing I had to learn though is it's cool to care about people, but to care about people more than they care about themselves is something that you should not set yourself up
Yeah.
for.
yeah.
Yep.
You
But
can only do as much as they allow you to for
Right.
them.
that's why I like to try and keep my relationships close to the vest because I'm like, God forbid I'm gonna be out here in public looking crazy
Yeah.
because I told my
Yeah.
friend, "Oh my God, he ain't shit," and I'm back with him. Like it's the back
Man,
and forth.
Hmm.
you ain't
Now
gonna
that's
hear
why.
nothing until that relationship is
That's why I'm like,
over.
that's exactly. That's why I was like, hey, that's why I decided to come back. 'Cause I was like, hey, this nigga gone,
Yeah,
and we just gonna move
that's how
forward.
I operate too. Like when
I'm
it's
like,
over, then I talk.
the ones that be talking shit and then stay within it. Oh, kills me.
Hmm.
And
We can move on to the story time segment. Do any
That's
of
what
you
I've
have
been
a
waiting for.
story of a time you dated someone that made you question whether dating was worth it? I'm sure all of us have a story
Yeah.
for this.
who wanna start?
You can start.
Ooh.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get into mine. Yeah, my last situation was with a person. Like I said, I don't like using the word narcissist because men don't receive information when you use certain words. So I'm gonna say I was with a person that didn't know how to be in a relationship. The way that they did relationships was toxic, and it was always a constant fight of my way of doing things versus his way of doing things. It was always
Mm.
that clash, and it was I came up when I was in my 20s. I came across a lot of men that were so like angry with women that they just wouldn't even let me love them. Like I couldn't even love you. You ain't even giving me the opportunity to be a good partner to you because you have this perception of women that I can't touch. You ain't letting me touch it. I can't do nothing about that because I'm not the woman that hurt you, but you're punishing me for something that somebody else did to you, something that your mama did to you, something that your exes did to you or whatever. And stuff like that makes me like it takes a little out of me every time that I come across a person like that. Because it's like it's one thing to have, like we said, trauma, things that happen to you or whatever, but to sabotage your relationships because of it, because you haven't dealt with it, you don't want to acknowledge that these things really affect you, they affect your perception and stuff like that. You want to make like the way that you see things is normal. It's normal for me
Right.
to to cheat. It's normal for me to cheat. It's normal for me to do all of these things. I'm not perfect, I mess up sometimes. And you want the person that you're dating to keep forgiving stuff like that as if you're the only person that can hurt, that can feel pain, and
Hmm.
your feelings are the only ones that matter when it's two of y'all in this situation. You are not the only person in the world who has been heartbroken by somebody. You are not the only person in the world who's been through things. You're not. So to go in a situation and take all of your baggage and punish somebody for something that happened to you it never makes sense to me. It doesn't at all. But he just had these perceptions about things that just kind of ruined our situation. He had a lot of ways about him that were very toxic. The way that like I'm not an argumentative person. I'm confrontational in the way that if you do something, I'm going to confront it. I'm gonna call it out and be like, you did this, it bothered me. Not in no argumentative way. I'm not coming at you, I'm not being defensive. I'm simply saying when you said that, it hurt my feelings. When you did this, it made me feel uncomfortable. But it's like people don't like when you do that. It's like you shouldn't feel uncomfortable because that wasn't my intentions. It don't matter what your intentions was. If you did something to make me feel a certain type of way, then you should acknowledge that and not dismiss it. But it was a lot of that. He would dismiss a lot of my feelings about things. He wouldn't invalidate, and everything I did was stupid. It didn't make sense. And he told me one time that I was too soft. And I was like, me.
Ew.
And also, you're talking to a woman. How do you expect me to be?
I was about to say you're a woman.
Like
Like,
you're too soft or whatever. And what does that even mean? Because I've been told by a dude before too. Like when I was in high school and I had like this dude, and he told somebody that the reason why he didn't, not necessarily like me back, that he didn't want to be in a relationship because I was too soft. My assumption was that because I'm paying attention to the girls that he dated, right? My assumption was that he felt like if a girl came to me, or if he was dealing with a girl, I wouldn't go out of my way to confront her about a situation that happened with him. He wanted me to be insecure enough to fight with women over him, and I just wasn't like that.
wow.
I'm gonna just let you have it. If that's what it is, you can have it. I'm not fighting over that. But because I'm not like that, and I get this a lot. You don't fight for the
Yeah.
relationship.
No, because
You don't
guys,
fight for stuff. And it's like, what do you men be saying that they don't like crazy women? And we don't
they
like
do.
emotional women.
Some of
But
them
when you get a woman who can literally sit plain
and talk
voiced,
to you.
my
Right.
emotions are not high. I'm not leading with emotions, and I'm trying to talk to you and tell you how I feel. You don't like that.
Because they
You want
want
me
the
to,
raw. They want it.
yeah, you want me to fight you and yell at you and fight other women and stuff. And I've never been that girl. I'm not fighting over no man
Not
or nobody.
right.
I've never been that. And to them, that's soft. And I don't understand that. Like, because I can process my emotions and I can say, hey, this is how I feel when you did this. You want me to come and mush you in your head like, nigga, you tried to play me, whatever, whatever. Do I got that in me? Yeah, but I'm not that. I'm not that. That's not my character. Like, and if you take me there, you did something. Like, it's terrible for me to
Yeah,
go there. But that's just not me normally, and that's
Yeah.
not healthy. Like, I felt like I was healthy.
Somebody
I was
said,
a healthy person, and he just didn't want that. He wanted somebody that was gonna be drama. And then like I would be like, bro, we're always fighting. That means this relationship is not that we shouldn't be together. We're always fighting. We shouldn't be together. And he would be like, that, like, that's how things are supposed to be. We're supposed to fight, we're supposed to argue. That's what being in a relationship is about. And I'm like, well, if that's the case,
no.
I don't want that. And there's too many people who think like that. Like, you have to argue and stuff when you're in a relationship. And that's pretty much how things just kind of went with us. He was treating me like a freaking alien or something. Like, your way of doing things, bro, is not normal. He used to
I
tell me stuff
mean,
like, you
you
think everything
technically
you
were
did was
though, because you
right.
were foreign to him. That
Yeah,
that behavior is very foreign to him.
yeah, you weren't what he was used to.
yeah, but people will make you feel wrong for being like that. I thought
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what y'all say y'all want. Y'all say
right.
this
No.
is what y'all want. No, y'all don't though. That's why I say people be lying. They
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
People
definitely.
lie all the time.
Oh
They be
God.
lying. But yeah, it was a terrible situation that I was in. It was on and off. I spent mostly off because it ain't so much I'm gonna deal with, but he always found a way to get back into my life, even if it was just on a friendship level. Because a lot of me dealing with him was just not us officially together, but friends. Like, I would just try to still be there for him, but you can't even be friends with niggas like that. It takes a lot to do it. But eventually I got out of the situation and I had to ghost him. I had to block him on everything. Every time he pops up, I gotta block him. I just gotta ignore him. I can't give him no energy because he's gonna think that means I want to be with him. So yeah, it was my first time ever experiencing something like that. Never again. Ever again.
You done stole my whole story, sis. Damn. But that's what happens when you deal with a guy like that. So,
Yeah,
it's literally
it's
almost a guy. That's wild.
it's a lot. Those relationships really make you rethink your whole life, bro.
Whole life.
Dang,
Entire life.
I thought I knew what life was about. You got people like this out here? God dang.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, man. People
Crazy.
just need to heal though. But mm, mm, mm. Sorry. Anybody else want to go next? I can't. Oh, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say first. I don't want to just go ahead off of the dome here. But mm. Any of you guys got stories? Answer the question.
All right, fine. I'll
While I
jump on
think.
here. There's been a
Go ahead.
fair share of crazy that I've dealt with, and many of them have made me almost give up on the idea of finding someone. I've had in the world of the internet, because apparently there's plenty of crazy out there when you're looking for it. I've had some people
100%.
come off as adorable and sweet and normal when you're first getting to know them. And like I said, I give like a month or two for a trial. And then around month 1.5, you start seeing the crazy shenanigans come out, or the crazy fantasies, or their ideas for how things should go down, and it turns you into a potential case for going to jail, and you're like, oh hell no. What do you not realize my complexion? Do you not realize that this is not going to work out well for anybody in the situation? Well, I really want you to do this. Oh hell no, you got the wrong person, period. So yeah, that's my story, without saying any names, without trying to go
Bro,
too
your
far into it.
complexion?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they were trying to get you hemmed up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I ain't about that shit.
sorry, y'all. I'm eating ice. I'm gonna need me.
You're good. I'm about to go grab some soda out of my fridge over here in a second. My foot's asleep.
But
So you may hear me squeal.
so let me give that.
Oh yeah, well, you
Boonie
got some
probably
stories,
heard this.
bro.
She probably heard this one before.
You got some stuff.
I know that Shay has not, and I'm not sure Bert has yet.
I don't think I have either, if you're starting off with that whole disclaimer.
So when I was about 18, or exactly at 18, I was getting ready to graduate high school or whatever. And that summer, I go over to my cousin's house, one of my cousin's house, and his wife had a cousin like around my age. So she came over with a friend of her. So naturally, I was attracted to this friend. So my cousin's son, who's also around my age, and my his stepmom's cousin decided to hook me and this girl up. They saw that we were attracted to each other. So we got on the phone, we talked to each other, whatever. Learned we had a lot of things in common. So she came to see me like the next day after this phone conversation. Came to my house. And I,
Hell
your
no.
boy Riz. So, you know what I'm saying? So after the little hot and heavy or whatever, we decided we were going to be official. Became official, and probably shouldn't have became official as fast as we did, because she hit me with a sob story about where she was living at. Like the situation wasn't great, you know. According to her, the situation wasn't great. She said that people she lived with were using her, had everything putting the bill for all of their utilities and shit like that. Like they were making her do everything. So she told this to me, my mom, and stepdad. So I got lucky in a way where most people would not get lucky at 18. My parents allowed this girl to live with us. So this is my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So like things are gonna happen. You living with your significant other. Problem was we hadn't been significant other for longer than a week at this point. She was already living under the same roof with me. So we started to learn stuff about each other very quick. I learned that she was a liar.
Yeah, if I was your friend, I would have called it from the beginning. That girl lying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
See, you see why I tell my friends and stuff? I tell them, Bert. You see?
Because I probably wouldn't have dealt with all the craziness that I ended up dealing with. So we're going together pretty strong at this point. Now she wasn't crazy from the jump. Like I didn't get the craziness from the jump. It a few months of us being together.
You took
You know
my
what I'm saying?
advice. Mm-hmm.
I felt, she was jealous, but her jealousy was really dumb. Like she would get jealous over the dumbest shit. Like say we watching like a TV show or like maybe a music video or some shit, and I say some music video look good or something. She couldn't stand that. She hated that type of shit.
Oh, so she was competitive over video vixens then.
Right.
That's crazy.
Oh, so you
He
think
ain't never about to have sex with none of these women. You have nothing to worry about. Chill out.
that's what I used to say. Like, number one, I'm gonna meet any of these females on these videos. There's a slim chance that I'm gonna see or interact with any of them. So why are you doing that? I'm like, I don't do that to you when you watching a movie and you think a nigga fine on the TV. You know why? Because you can't get that nigga. You know? So that nigga is not intimidating to me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So,
God, I'm
like,
dead. We
it was
can't
that
get that.
kind of shit.
You know why? Because you can't get that.
Oh, and another thing, she could not stand my honesty. Like, I was the most honest person she probably ever dated in her whole life. Because I was honest about damn near everything.
Probably was
I
calling
rarely
you a
lie.
liar.
Like, I ain't lie about shit. Like, I even, like, like I said, I was in high school. So, one of the things about being in high school and in school in general, when you're in a relationship, you're going to meet other people outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, other girls that's probably better than the one you with or have traits that's better than the one that you're with. So in this instance, I did come across a girl in school who was kind of dope. She was totally different from that. Being honest,
Hold up. That's your connection.
That's
I think
cutting.
that's his connection.
Yeah, it's going in and out. Your connection going in and out.
all right, am I good? We good?
For now.
You hear me?
Yeah.
It kind of still doing the same thing.
All right, so it's not happening with y'all too. So I guess it's like a whole thing. I don't know. Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
All right, so about the girl at school or whatever. So naturally, she asked me simply if I was not dating her, would I date this other girl? Why did she do that? Because, like I said, I'm honest. So I said yes. If we were not dating, I would definitely date this girl.
You were supposed to say no, bro. You
I
were supposed to
know. You saw
lie.
the trap and
That was
jumped
a
That was
in.
trap.
you trap.
You
You
saw
walked
the
right
trap and
into it.
jumped in.
I saw the trap and I jumped right into the motherfucker like a pool.
That's how I am too, Will. I think that's a Libra thing because I'll be like, "Oh, you trying to call my bluff? No, you trying to test me? I'm about to call your bluff."
Right. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. I said I used what she said basically against her because I said it in her way. She said if we were not dating, so that takes you out of the situation. You can't get mad at my answer at this point, but she does. So she was pissed. So after that little argument, every time I went to school and came back home, because mind you, while I was going to school, she had graduated already. She was a year older than me, so she had already graduated high school. She was at home. She didn't have a job yet, so she was just at home when I was in school. So every day when I would come home from school, she would ask if I seen the girl. See your little friend today? Like,
That's your little friend.
do you
Every
see?
time somebody add the word little to anything, it's
It's
so insulting.
Yeah, like
Your little friend, like, god damn.
it was just like
bro,
that.
you was having adult problems in high school,
Yes,
nigga.
in
You
high school, like I was going through it, like really.
Yes, that's wild.
So I'm like, no. Some days I don't see her, and I even felt like some type of way of even talking to the girl after that, like as a friend.
I would have been like, I
Doing
sure
things
did.
You see your little friend. Yep.
Yeah, I
like,
Yep.
sure did.
don't get me wrong. Sometimes I did say, yeah, I saw. I sure did. You mad as fuck. But you set yourself up for that. You shouldn't have asked me that question because if you want
Exactly.
me to be honest, you know I'm gonna tell you straight up every single time.
People
But
are wild.
with this girl, I also knew how to shut that shit down. I knew I put on a certain type of she won't gonna have no complaints because I knew what to do. Like I knew exactly
What
on
you was what you was over there doing to that girl?
um, a lot. That's
He
why
told
she
us
was
a
crazy.
lot.
That's why I was
Oh my
driving her
god.
nuts
I'm
because
dead.
she loved my ass. I had her ass head over heels. That's why she was so jealous. Her ass had a dream I did some shit one time. Woke up mad as fuck. I didn't even do nothing. She was mad as hell. That girl was nuts.
Your
Like,
fault. She was nuts because you was giving her the nuts.
yeah, I was giving
How them
Shut
nuts
up, Boonie.
made her crazy.
And how long were you with her?
We were together for about 6 months before I got fed up. I couldn't do it.
God dang, I thought you was about to say
Not
like a
fed
year
up.
or
Damn.
two.
6 months
Yeah,
is far
no,
too long.
we didn't even make it to a year. Like, it was too much shit happening. Like, so back in the day, back then, we used to have this thing on the radio called the Apology Jam, right? So this dude, he was like a radio dude named Theo. And people would call Theo and pour their hearts out to their significant others if they fucked up. So one night, I come in my room and she listening to the Apology Jam. Her ex before me was on that shit, pouring his heart out to her on the radio. He was like, yeah, Theo, man, I just want to give a shout out to my girl Candace. I haven't heard from her in like a week. She hadn't said nothing. She hasn't called me. I haven't seen her. Like I don't know what I did, but I just want to let you know that I love you and I apologize and all this. She's sitting on my bed listening to this shit. So I come in the room and I'm like, I know damn well you are not listening and falling for any of this shit you hear this nigga saying. So she had the nerve to say she didn't know how to feel. So I was like, well, I tell you what, you got two choices. You can forget about him, stay here with me, or you can choose to go with him. But I'll let you know now. You choose him, you better call him right now and tell him to come get you because I'm not dealing with that shit. It's over. Like straight like that. And of course, she knew he wasn't out. I was so of course she chose me because she ain't stupid. She wasn't stupid. and
She
I'll
needed
get
a place to stay. She was in
right.
hobo mode.
And then try to better. Cause dude started waiting outside my house. Like he started coming by, sitting outside my crib, but she wasn't telling me this. Like so I didn't know he had been doing it for a while. The reason she didn't tell me
How he
is
know where he
because
stay?
She told him.
because she was in contact with him, which is the reason why he did in the first place.
He
Because
did the
talking
apology
to
thing.
yeah, she
She
had
knew
been
he was
talking to
gonna be on that radio. He was like, listen to whatever the station is
right,
today.
right, exactly. So you take that and then you go from that situation was the reason why we only got to 6 months because when I found out that he was doing this type of shit, she said she didn't tell me initially that he was doing it because she knew that me, my cousins, we would fuck him up because I always had my cousins around. Like I always had some family members around, and we are the type that if I'm in trouble and they got to be some physical shit, we gonna handle it.
As it should be.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
It's
point of having cousins if you're not gonna fight
like
with them?
and she didn't tell us about this because she knew we would tune his ass up. So when she finally did tell me that, that's when I decided, like, yeah, we can't be together because that's some shit I'm not dealing with. You ain't gonna have some nigga waiting outside my house for you, and you ain't even telling me he out there. What if the nigga was nuts?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
he's hooked up with her. He was definitely
right.
nuts.
Yeah,
He was nuts because he was coming by your house knowing that
yeah,
y'all were in a relationship.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And how old was this nigga? And how old was she? The same age as you?
She was a year older than me, so the nigga probably was probably either her age or my age or older. I don't know. I never met the nigga, so
People,
I never.
y'all was really like,
They were doing
because
some
when I
grown
was,
up shit like right
yeah,
out of
because
high
when I
school.
was a teenager, I ain't cared about nobody that much to
Like
be
you
doing
might
all
well.
that.
I was.
Somebody be like, oh,
I,
I saw your boyfriend
I
with such
ain't
and
gonna.
such. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Next.
I don't care about that.
Right. So it was a lot going on with this girl, man. She even got before all of this happened, she had a situation where and it was so to see this friend, but she didn't know that my sister was waiting just to see if she got into the apartment or house or whatever safely, so she waited. She said when they got there and the girl went to the door, a dude opened the door. Now, like I said, she said she's going to see a female friend. Why is there a nigga opening the door? Who's the nigga? Sister came back home and was like, when your girlfriend get back here, me, you, and her, we gonna have a talk because she did some shit that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So
Your sister was
she got
polite because I would have went to that door like, who you?
right. But my sister, she waited till she got back, had her come in the living room, and we all sat down. And she was like, "All right, now when I dropped you off to your supposed girlfriend's house, it was a dude that came to see you at the door. Who was that dude? And why did you lie and say you were going to see a girl when you were going to see a dude?" She told my sister and me who this dude was. It was the same dude from the Apology Jam and all that shit. So after that, to say that trust was out the window after that is an understatement. So in the long run, because of that, we broke up officially. Like and after that, I was very reluctant to date anyone after that.
That was
Now,
crazy. Like she had you going through it and you still got to study for tests.
right.
That's crazy. I can't imagine having to study for tests and having drama at home when I
Like
get
I
home.
spent nights up knowing I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to catch a bus and go to school. Like I'm
That
up
is
doing
crazy.
bullshit, dealing with this female, and I
Mm.
only dealt with the shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The sex was great, so maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
why I dealt with it as well as long as
Oh,
Is
it
that the
was.
girl that you choked out?
Yes, that's the girl I choked out. I left that out.
oh my God.
That was like a really terrible argument that we had went through, and I blacked out. When I came back from the blackout, she was unconscious on the floor.
Ayo.
Yeah,
God damn.
yes, and when I tell y'all, I have never been more afraid in my life because I thought I killed her, dude. She was like
Hey,
not
yo, that's
moving at all, not breathing, nothing.
yeah. It sounds
I'm
like
like, shit, I'm going to jail. I didn't kill this girl. She's dead. But then she like came to. Mind y'all, we never got into that kind of argument again. She was she was shook after that.
Bro, that is crazy. I couldn't imagine being in high school going through that junk.
Man. So this is why your boy is very much single right now. She is the reason why I have not been dating.
Bro, that's a whole 20 years, William. Come
I
on.
mean, I dated after her, but it just
Oh,
like I
it left an
lose.
imprint.
Yeah, it left a big. And I'll never
got
deal
you.
with that kind of shit again. I tell you that. I'll look for them signs from now on.
Oh
He
gosh.
was on the hotline. He was like, go listen to the radio. I got something for you. She
I'm
Mm,
dead.
Did she ever try to call you back on the radio at some point?
Did she
no,
leave you an apology on the radio?
um, nope. But we've been in touch since, like on and off. But it never got back to being serious. Like we never dated again after that.
You
That's
still kept
another
in
question
contact
too.
with
Y'all
her?
talk to y'all exes?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Because I just want to forget that I was even with you after we
There's a
break
reason
up.
why they gone.
Yeah.
I
But like I
don't.
said, when it was good, it was good. But when it was bad, it was bad.
I just can't
That
believe that you still kept in
you
contact with that bunch of crazy, man.
he was getting that vagina, that
Yeah,
in-house vagina hit different.
Shut up.
Yeah, the in-house junk, he ain't had to go look for nothing.
she ain't lying. She know.
I mean, but still, that crazy, that would have been one I'd be happy to cut loose. Like, look, don't even
That
call
that
me, don't
nigga
even
was
think about
living a
me.
life teenagers dream of.
Yeah, like
As a teenager, you ain't even thinking like that, bro. You like,
mm-mm.
Yeah, girl, I
bro, I
was into
got my
video
girl.
games and music, and yeah, I had a
Yeah,
couple of girls I was into, but I never got on to anything like that. No.
these niggas was on a hotline apologizing to each other, bro. You know how quick I used to break up with people. I don't even remember who I was really with in high
Exactly.
school. Like y'all was pouring your heart out. Shoot, most you hear from me is a letter. I'm telling you how I feel.
Oh, I
Let
didn't
you
even do
feel the
that
same
shit.
way.
No,
I'm
it's like you
gone.
gone, you gone.
Oh no, I was Darius Love Hall. I'm writing them letters.
I'm so sick. I'm sick.
Not after the breakup now, like while we in a relationship. I was never the type to beg nobody to stay with me. Or
Yeah,
soon as
no,
you
I ain't
like
do
it's
no begging.
over, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
It's over. Like it's other niggas that's waiting for you to leave me alone.
I ain't have to do no begging. I was putting it down. If anybody was gonna be begging, it was gonna be her.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, they're wild. Mm.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oof.
Okay, Shay, you're next.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, I already told y'all about that man. Like, he's just that imprint. I gotta like scrub the print off. That's
Yeah.
a lot. He put me through the ringer. Um, First and foremost, just to generalize everything, having, like I said, having to be somebody's teacher and mother, essentially. I don't, that's not my vibe. At least have some sense and some wits about you before entering in any type of relationship. But like and it while in said relationship, right? They say that with rose-colored glasses on, all the red flags just look like flags. Like, and the flags were just flags in the beginning. I saw
What
them,
does that mean?
as in
That means
like
they don't look as bad.
that you don't see the red flag, like you don't see them.
Mm.
So in the beginning, yes, I was, oh man, oh, so great. Everything was so nice. Um, and then it stopped being nice. Like it just, as far as like,
How long it took for it to change?
oof. As far as what though? Like change how? Like,
Like from going from you don't see red flags
oh,
to
oh
now
nah.
they
It
all
it was
showing.
quick. It was quick. It was quick because I personally I try to aspire for growth, but I don't like questioning myself when I know that I have good and not just intentions, but like my character. And you have me questioning myself, something that I know that in things that I know that are very solid. That's when I was like, hmm, and maybe I'm looking too deep into it.
No,
And
that's how I am too though. It's in relationships when you have me questioning myself when you, because outside of that I'm very sure of myself. I know who I am, but when you trying to tell me that I'm something else, yeah, I'm the same way. So
yeah.
I get it.
So I was just like, on occasions, it would just be with things like, for example, telling me that I need too much clarity. What? Shouldn't you want someone who wants you to make things clear for them? They don't
Boys and
go with
girls.
whatever. You said what?
Boys and girls, if somebody won't give you clarity, that's like the least that they can do for you. If you got a person that won't give you clarity, they not
They don't like
really
you.
who they say they
Yeah.
are. They not who they want you to be confused. That is the craziest thing that I have ever heard.
Yeah, he was like,
You want to understand me
I
too
asked
much.
too much. I asked too many questions. Like, I always say, like, oh, what do you mean by that? Or can you explain that further? And he was just like, you just that's a lot. Like, what do you mean? Sometimes things just are what they are. What? So you're gonna tell me if somebody says, hey, what kind of soda do you like? And I say, oh man, I like orange soda. I'm gonna give you X, Y, and Z reason because why I like orange soda. I'm not just gonna be like, oh well, it's just the way things are. Like that's wild to me.
That's an
He just
agent of
wanted me to accept
chaos.
whatever he said, and it was that's not. You ain't ever gonna catch me doing that. I'm always the why queen since I was a
Same,
child. You ask too many
same.
questions, yeah, and you're gonna answer them or you're not, and I'm just gonna go
Ain't
about
no
my
such
way.
thing as too many questions.
That's so
Shouldn't
why,
be
like,
anyway.
why would you want to live? Why would you want to be with somebody who lives in ignorance?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't,
So you
you're
can
not
control
striving
them. If
for
you
knowledge.
ignorant,
Like,
I'm steering the ship.
like, so we just, it was the clarity thing. It was it was a lot of things, like a lot of basic things that things that I assumed were basic or I thought were basic knowledge or just lessons that things we knew how to do. People don't know how to do them. And it's, bruh, people, man, it's wild.
And
Like the
also,
clarity thing
common
is
sense ain't common.
overarching. It's not. I didn't think that the clarity thing would bother me so much, but I think it's because, again, it's so simple.
It also is who you are, though. it's not just because you want clarity, but it's because you want to understand. You were
Mhm.
aiming to understand him, and he didn't want you to understand him.
Right.
Because if he remains a
That's
mystery to
so
you,
crazy. Just
then
hearing that is wild to me.
he can
I'm
be
like,
whoever he wants you to think that he is if you don't understand him.
and it was the finger pointing a lot. Because like I said, when I start to notice my character being called into question, and I'm like, is it me? Isn't it? That's when I start feeling a little uneasy because especially on things that I know are solid. Don't sit here and tell me that I do not know how to care for you when I don't like to have to, but if I can give XYZ situations about how I've established that care for you, and you're still saying like, oh, well, you don't do anything, especially when you don't do shit for me. I hate it. Let's reciprocate, please. Because if I was to reciprocate how you behave towards me, we wouldn't have a relationship. There would be nothing. But yeah, no. And again, like I said, like I said, like Will said, the only reason why I stayed in that job for that long, dog,
I'm gonna tell you.
it was very, it was very good. Like
Yeah.
I
It,
don't, it was a very that was a first for me because usually people are trash in all avenues, especially in the sexual avenue. But because my tastes or my niches are very different, well, a lot of heterosexual men do not. They don't like that. They don't like what I like. So to find
Yeah.
somebody that I mesh with in that way, I was just like, it's gonna be hard to find X, Y, and Z. Maybe it's gonna
Those
work out.
type of thoughts right there is what be keeping you. It gonna be hard, bro. You think God only made one freak?
I mean, no,
You
but
looking
like,
at two, you and that nigga. Two. That means it's more.
you right. That's true. But sometimes
but like I
the
said, I
one.
hadn't experienced it before, so it was like a shiny new thing. I was like, oh my god, it exists. It exists. There's a match. I was like, oh, so people like me exist in the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're one that's there, there's more than one. I'm just saying.
That's
I mean, of
right.
course, but
But
in the moment, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, I was just so overjoyed. But
At the time, you don't know that.
yeah.
I did not,
You know.
and now I do, and now it's easier to let go of it, and I
And I
do.
think sometimes too we be setting ourselves
But
up because it's like we think and like there's only one of this. Like it's like because of your experiences, it's like it's
Right.
either gonna be this or it's not, and this is what it is now. I don't think I'm ever gonna
I
get that
mean,
again because it took me this long
yeah,
to get it.
yeah. Because like it's not. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's not like I thought that there was only one. I just I didn't think that it was gonna happen a second time, like back, especially like not on a back to back level. But I
I
mean, I
got
need to
you.
do a relationship anyway. But anyway, knowing that it's out there is satisfaction enough, so I can let go and just because he was a whole lot of crazy.
That's exactly the thought process. Like when you come across something that you never had, it's supposed to be like, oh, so like it is people out here like that.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Instead of dang, this is only gonna be this person. It is
Mm-hmm.
open your like it's supposed to open your mind to it really
Yeah,
is people out there like that.
because I've had I think besides him every it's gonna sound real bad. Every experience prior to, I was just like, e- especially for things that had the potential of being long term, I was like, this is what I'm going to have to deal with. Ew.
Mm.
And I was like, can I deal with this for the rest of my life? And I caught myself thinking those things during, and I was like, hmm, maybe. I don't know. And they'll be like, yeah, you look like you were just off somewhere. Like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You just can't, because you can't say that to them. You're like, you know. But again, like I said, now that I know it's out there, I'm not worried or anything. So Eh.
Mhm. I got you. I know one thing I learned in my situation was a lot of times, you know how they say, sometimes people brainwash you. I think we brainwash ourselves. Like when we be in situations that we think I'm never gonna find somebody else like this. I'm never, because that's how I was with my
Yeah.
last relationship. I'm never gonna find somebody that, because my whole thing was he accepted me. Like I didn't have to be perfect. A lot of guys expect me to be
Yeah.
a certain type of way, or I don't want to see that part. But it didn't matter. Every day he came and saw me. I looked homeless. I had looked like a homeless. I had looked like a homeless thought, if that's what you want to call it.
Shut
Like
the fuck up.
Yeah, the homeless
I
spot.
got the
Homeless
nice
thought.
body. I got the nice body or whatever. But every time you come around, I'm just wearing a legging, a shirt, and some socks.
You were just
Damn,
relaxed.
if that's homeless, then what the fuck am I? That's like
And
my fit every single day. God
mine
damn.
too. And he never cared.
Uh,
It was just
my
like
heart hurt.
he still desired me, even though I probably didn't look my best. I wasn't feeling my best. He still desired me. It wasn't he didn't give me like he got the ick whenever I wasn't perfect. And I experienced a lot of guys like the person that I was with, not before him, but a dude that I was with, like one time was around him and my hair wasn't done. And he like, why you ain't got your hair done? Like, why you wearing a hoodie? Why your hair not done? It's like,
Sorry, my bad.
number one, my hair is not messy. It's not in a style. And I also had one of the dudes that I like in high school. Why you always wearing a ponytail? Nigga, I'm coming to school. What am I getting my
What
hair
did he
done
expect from
extravagant
you?
for? This is class. I'm not getting my hair done
This is
extravagant.
no, but that's serious.
I don't care about you niggas. Like, what am I dressing up for? I just never really cared about I guess you could say I just never really cared about impressing somebody.
Yeah,
And so a lot of dudes want to be impressed. And he didn't care. It just was like,
bruh.
I'm gonna accept you however you show up. No
Mhm.
nails done. You know how men, I hate women who don't get their nails and toes done. You gotta
Oh,
have your nails and toes done every time I come around. I hate that junk. Bro, that junk is a job.
yeah, the upkeep is wild.
Getting your nails and toes done is a job. And if you do it yourself, it's a lot of work. Some of us aren't naturally like that. Y'all think that all
Yeah,
women
just want
are
to do that.
just, yeah, all of us aren't like that, bro. I be got having other things to think about. I'm not thinking about these nails.
Nah, I be
These
warning them. I'm
toes.
like, hey, we gonna be wearing the same fits. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah,
Like,
like I just
we
like
about to be.
being
I'm about to be
I like
wearing
being
sweats like
comfortable.
you,
Not
homie.
saying
Let me
that I don't
borrow that, homie.
always look nice, because if you taking me out on a date, I'm gonna dress nice. But if we chilling in
Of
the house,
course.
why am I dressing up for you? Why
Right.
am I
Yeah.
dressing up?
I mean, I'm just like, be comfortable. That's all.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to
me
be
too.
comfortable. But a lot of dudes, nah, they want you to look like Instagram all the time.
And
I
they
No,
can't
forget
do it.
that.
that's too much work.
Yep.
That's why I
Yeah,
be telling dudes when they try to talk to me, bro, I'm not your type. These cosplay, this is not how I look every
that's
day.
not real
I
life.
do that shit all
Like,
the time.
I am not your type. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Half of the
but
girls on
that's what I
Instagram.
don't think they
I tell-
understand that most gamer girls and nerd girls are that's not their daily life.
Right.
Mhm.
Like you really think I be dressing up, yeah, but
Not every
they,
day.
we really just be chilling in t-shirts, eating Cheetos, and just doing regular shit.
Yeah.
Right, doing regular shit.
Like,
You want me to look good all the time? I can't do it. So he didn't care. Like it just was whatever. But I also
mhm.
realized that the reason why he didn't care is because he was competing with me low key. I also realized looking back, he didn't really compliment me like that. He
I
didn't
was
want it
Mm,
was kind of like he didn't want me to
to notice.
know that I was beautiful.
That's
Wow.
ick. That's
He didn't
icky.
compliment me like that. He wouldn't really give me credit for stuff like that. No, so my love language is words of affirmation. He didn't do that at all.
Wow.
Mm,
so define competing with you because I'm
Kind of
lost
like,
on that
okay,
one.
so where we from? He would be the cream of the crop when it comes to men, and I would be the cream of the crop when it comes to women. So it's like I'm better than you in that aspect because you don't present yourself a certain type of way. When nigga, I can bag all of the niggas and the girls that you talk to. So what you talking about? I ain't gotta look a certain type of way. I ain't never really had to compete or whatever, but it was kind of that mindset because we would always have these things where people would be filling his head with stuff like, oh yeah, they tell me I'm the best this and I'm the best that. Oh yeah, but they tell me I rap better than Kendrick Lamar, and I was like,
boy, I
was like, you rap better than no Kendrick Lamar, and I would just like hurt his little feelings, and so like it would be that. So it's like, like you said, William, I would be honest, and it would no ill intentions behind it. We have a conversation, and you like, I rap better than Kendrick Lamar, and I'm like, no, you don't. You good. You not Kendrick Lamar though.
Right.
And if you better than Kendrick Lamar, why you ain't Kendrick Lamar?
Right. You ain't doing what he do.
You a local nigga. Only a handful of people heard you rap.
Mhm.
Chill. You're not Kendrick. And I was like that, and he hated it. And I feel like he would withhold certain things because I would be honest with him. I wasn't constantly stroking his ego and boosting him and, oh, you the best this and you the best that or whatever. And I know a lot of times women, men be like, they want their ego stroked, and it's a lot of women that feel like, wow, wait, you stroke his ego. Some people's, I'm not telling you something that's not true. I'm not about to lie to you about anything. I'm not telling you something that's not true. I'm not about to fill your head with stuff that's not true. That's what's wrong with a lot of y'all now. Y'all think that y'all are more than y'all are and y'all not. And I'm not about to add to it. It's
Well, the
one
other
thing
thing is
if
you
I'm
got to build to it.
if I'm giving you words of affirmation because you're hitting these marks, you're doing everything that you should be doing as a boyfriend. He wasn't doing that. I'm not about to make you feel like you're a good boyfriend when you're not. I'm not doing that. I'm just not like, bro, you didn't chill out. We went on like 4 dates. We've been talking for years. You're not the model boyfriend. I'm not about to make you feel like you are either. But you have people who are like that, narcissistic especially. They love they love getting gratification that they don't deserve.
Bruh.
I'm just not about to, I'm not about
God.
to give you that. I'm sorry. You have to actually be
You're
these things if you want me to say something.
When I say you're hitting all the marks, like
Because they be the same person. Really, they be the same person. You don't tell me this, you don't tell me that. Like he used to try to make me jealous. Oh yeah, when I was at work, the older ladies they be trying to flirt with me or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they told me I walk like I got a big thing. And I'm like,
First off, that's sexual harassment at work. I should report you.
I mean, you do walk like you got it, but let's not get carried away.
But
walk like you got it, but he ain't got it.
Let's not get carried away now.
Okay, gonna break the ego down even on that one. Got it.
I didn't even respond when he said that. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not gonna break you down, but I'm also not going to just lie to you. Yeah. I'm not gonna push your head about something that's not true, but I'm not gonna break you down. So I might think it. I might think that junk. I might tell my friends, after the relationship over, like, yeah, that nigga had the nerve to say this.
He was on that bullshit.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna tell you in your face. I'm just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he was looking at me like, oh, you don't feel no type of way they was flirting with me. I don't care. You don't think they gonna take you away from me? Please.
The same thing happened.
Please do. Please let them take you. I'm begging them.
Why he say to me, he said, yeah, everybody I meet, they say I'm a Chad. And I was like, uh-huh. Oh.
What's a
I'm
Chad?
like, a Chad is like I hate being introduced to this red pill shit. Some like the ultimate alpha type. I'm like, I looked at it, I said, okay. That's I'm like, okay.
That name don't even give alpha. Chad, alpha nigga named Chad don't even sound right to me.
Yeah, died. I almost died.
Bruh, this is not the Pride Lands. Chill out.
Right, ain't no alphas out here,
It's
nigga.
like basically
Like,
like the
ain't no
alpha is
pro-
like one of those guys that are like extremely attractive that don't have any issues dating, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he was like, so yeah, so what are your thoughts? I I just learned what a Chad was today. I don't know.
right.
I don't watch Red Pill. Sorry. The fact that you do is a no. It just came. It just they were watching it in the room, and I was like, so you guys were all watching it,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't leave. You didn't say, oh my god, guys, why are we watching it? He was like, but I'm not going to tell them like not to watch what they want to watch. I may disagree. I said, are you sure you disagree? Because you're pretty much flexing this Chad thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh, but Chad." I was like,
I was
"Niggas
like, what do
named
you want me to
Chad
say? I don't
don't even make me feel alpha." Like, what are you saying,
Chad.
Chad? Of all the names,
Chad does not give alpha.
I
at
really did.
all.
I girl have that's the same reaction I had because I didn't know what it was. He was
I'm
like,
like,
because he said it, and I was like, oh okay. I really didn't. He was like, what are your thoughts? I was like, I
I
don't.
hate that. What are your thoughts? You don't want to know. Stop asking me then.
I
You don't want to know.
was like, I don't know what a chat is, and then he explained it. I was like, oh, well, what are your thoughts? I was like, well, I just learned what a chat was, but so like I really just had no thoughts. Ugh, red pill, gross. But
That is
it's just it's
insane.
sickening that content is still out there. Like, and that was some type of
A flex, like they said, but they set up alpha. Okay, Mufasa.
Right.
you know what happened to that nigga? He died. Like,
Mm-hmm. To
Exactly.
say Mufasa wasn't even
Long
there.
live the king.
I feel just like Scar. Like I'm sick of this nigga. Like who
I'm
you
sick
think
of
he
this nigga.
is?
But let's talk. That's his
Like
own
who?
conversation.
Scar was not problematic. I'm sorry, he
No,
was doing
I
too
don't
much.
care. Mufasa said
Nigga was
one
doing too
line to this
much.
man. He was a deadbeat dad. I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want. That man said he did. He was not. No,
Scar had a point.
he
The
did.
nigga was getting on our nerves. Like this is
And
not Pride Land. Like who y'all think y'all is? Talking some alpha.
the worst protagonist character ever. I'm sorry. uh, anyway, but yeah, no, Chad. That's because it's such a funny name. I'm sorry. Hysterical. Ooh. Anyway. Mm. This conversation has been very nice, guys. I truly,
Yeah.
truly enjoyed myself.
2 weeks in a row.
And I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I haven't? Because that's it's so funny how everything's full circle here. He did not he didn't he tried to close my circles off. I'll say that. As far as like so it was always like, oh, I don't like when you do this, don't do that. And it became very controlling. So yeah, one of the things was like, you don't got time to do that podcast. You're gonna be over here with me. And I was like, yeah, if we're hanging out, cool, but that's
Mm-hmm.
not a thing. But yeah, no, he didn't like me interacting with people. Made it very clear that he's a very it makes him uncomfortable.
Because he thought he was going to get talked about or something. I mean, granted, he did end
I
up
mean, he
getting talked
is
about.
though. He
Yeah, I was
is,
like,
and he still
granted,
follows me. I hope you see this. I
he's
don't
still the
care. I
talk.
don't care.
We don't know your name. We don't need your name, bro. But still,
Right,
Nah,
bro.
I want all the smoke. I don't care. Fucking way you made me feel. You're an asshole. You can go to hell. The
you
the
clearly left a lasting impression.
yeah, no. That's why I'm like this conversation was perfect. I'm not dating for a very long time. As long as I can hold it off.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can put you in a very bad headspace.
Oh yeah.
It it's not. Is it bad? I truly no. He was the bad one. But like I don't like to be made to feel like I'm crazy when I'm
Yeah.
like when you you asking me if the sky is blue, what color the sky is, and I say it's blue, and you telling me it's green. No, I don't like that. Don't
Yeah.
be weird. I'm not a nut. Okay, I was gonna say something inappropriate. My bad. May like taking them, but I am not. But yeah, no, but I don't like being made to feel like I'm crazy, especially when I know I'm correct and I'm valid. I don't like
Yeah.
that. So, nah, healing time is definitely needed. But yeah. Mm. Woo. Mm-mm-mm. It's been a long ride, boss. But I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. Mm, it's getting me out of the old funk, and I
Oh
appreciate it.
yeah. I can tell you, I definitely needed it too. It's been a couple crazy months and everything, so I'm glad to be
Man,
back here too.
oof, it's just it was rough.
Mhm.
And I feel like, again, like I said earlier, I'm not I don't conform to like the traditional religions, but somebody was out there showing me signs, and I was just blatantly ignoring them with this man. And it was just like, it seemed like every time I wanted to do something or we wanted to do something together, it just fell through, right? Or
Mhm.
something would just go wrong. Like I've had I had to get a new car, right? Before I met him. Well, I said before, in the middle of the said relationship. My car, which like never never had any problems with it. Just randomly, I was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, I want you to meet my mother. And I was like, okay, so we'll do that. So I drove. The car died on the way there.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh my God. I was like, oh man, I'm so sad. So I got a new car. This is before I knew what the Kia boys were and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
One day, it was shortly after too, and I was like, it was like a month after. Had the car for 1 month. Went to his house because he was like, oh, um, I don't feel well, blah blah blah. Went over there to go like take care of him, whatever. My car got stolen. I was like, oh
Mm.
my. In my head, I'm like, nah, I don't want to think that. That's rude. I don't want to think that he's the issue. Like, are y'all trying to tell me something? No, no, it can't be. But yeah, no, it was very coincidental, all of these things. Mm.
It
Yeah, I feel
seemed like something was trying to prevent you from being around over there.
Mhm.
uh oh man. It was mm. Very interesting. But yeah, no, it was just those were the signs, man.
Now
Mhm.
you know what
I
to look
said,
for.
nah. You said what?
I said, now you know what to look for.
Yep.
Man.
Like, trust and
But yeah,
believe. If I could find somebody that gives the type of sex that she gave, but didn't have the personality, I'd be great. It'd be wonderful because the sex was off the chain. It was like perfect. That was perfect.
no.
It's one thing that keeps me coming back. I'll tell you that. That's why we're
Mhm.
still in touch now.
See, I don't connect with the whole sex, like the sex is why I held on thing because if I'm not my emotional needs are not being met and we like beefing, I can't do the sex. Even if it's good, even if I know it's gonna be good, I just can't do it.
I mean, sometimes that's how we rectify what was bad.
But see, that's the thing. I don't operate like
That
that.
I mean,
that's
you don't
all.
have. It doesn't need to be like you the good sex fixes the fucking problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't do that.
Because like
Yeah,
I've heard so many people, even in my own personal life, like, oh, sometimes sending nudes kind of fixes the issue. No, it does not. There's an
Sending
unresolved
nudes is
problem.
crazy.
yeah, that
I'm
don't
like,
fix
yeah,
it.
showing me your titties is great, but that ain't gonna fix the reason why I'm fucking mad at you. You probably did some
Yeah,
shit to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
one thing, but titty and a couple pictures ain't gonna help me.
I mean, you
Right.
giving me the Gogong 9000, yeah, that's a distraction. But still, did you ever resolve the issue? Did you
But
say
yeah,
I'm
right after
sorry?
I got off, right after we done, I'm gonna be like, okay, now that that's over,
Yeah,
let's
that's
talk
Mm-hmm.
over.
about what was going on.
Thinking will last for a little bit, but ain't gonna last forever.
Like, oh my gosh, I thought that was supposed to be the end of it. No, it's not.
It's not. So you
I'm
admit
still
to
here.
so you admit that you tried to distract me.
Yeah.
Mm,
You tried to distract me. Cause that's what it be. That's what it be giving. Okay, we can move on to the wealthy the wealthy health segment. What are some resources you've come across that could help us maneuver the dating world better? I'm always gonna say Shan Booty because she has been an amazing like relationship sex coach. I've been watching her since I was in high school or since I got right out. I'm always gonna say her. Like I feel like her perspective is great, and also she's open minded. Like she's in a poly relationship, so I'm always gonna say her. She gives good advice. It's not biased. It's not. She's not a man hater. She's not gonna give you any advice based off of how she feeling in the moment. She gonna assess the situation and be like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, whatever. So I'm always gonna say that she has a YouTube channel, Shan Booty, SHANBOODY, and I'll link it in the description. I'm also always gonna say these books: A Return to Love by Marian Williamson, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, Emotional Wellness by Osho, and The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm always gonna give those for because that's what I use to self-heal.
I would
Interesting.
say don't ignore the red flags. When
Right.
you see them, take heed to them, because that's why I was in the situation I was in.
Man.
We try to overlook the red flags sometimes because we want something to be a thing when
Yeah,
it
because
ain't.
that's what we want.
Like,
Also, the
yeah,
rose-colored glasses, take them off.
yeah, take them
You
off.
that take them off.
Because
Take
it's
them.
not rose. Bro, I literally had a friendship breakup over over a rose-colored glasses comment that I made. It's
Wow,
crazy. I went back and read them text messages. I was like, this heifer really was mad at me.
that's
And
terrible.
the way she was trying to flip that junk, bro, I ain't never showed y'all the messages. The way I was like, bro, yeah, narcissism for sure. Take them rose-colored glasses off because the world is not
Mm.
that.
Yeah,
It's not.
Um,
Gotta,
trust your gut
yeah.
I
immediately.
was gonna say that too.
Not
Yes.
do not second guess yourself. What you get the first time, believe it.
Yep.
You know who you are. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You know who
Mhm.
you are.
Say it again. Because
Because
I'll
that's
say
why.
people
make
were
sure you
trying
have
to
some
tell
friends that
me
can be the voice of reason as well.
some
Yes.
unbiased opinions.
Because
Not
I swear,
somebody that going yes man everything that you say bad about this person, and then you want them to be cool when you go back. No. Somebody that's gonna be unbiased, not somebody that's gonna give you advice based off of your side of the story. Somebody that's gonna be like, well, what did you do for this to happen? Or what did you do what did you
Right.
say when they said this? They don't
yeah,
only want to see one side of what
Right.
happened, but they want to see the full picture so they can give you the best advice.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
We can get into some of these questions in the what would you do segment. I do have some pull up. Answer a couple of these.
One of my favorite segments.
So this question. My new girlfriend wants to wait 6 months to have sex, but didn't with any of her past relationships. Should I be concerned?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
That's why
see.
she
How long?
waiting so
Okay.
long with you.
I can read the whole thing. I, 22-year-old male, and my girlfriend, 22-year-old female, have just recently started officially dating. We've liked each other since high school and have gone out a couple of times over the years, but it never really worked out. First offense, like what? We're officially
Well, yeah, but
dating
it's
now. Yeah, we're officially dating now, and things are going really well. We're both super into each other and have found out that we share a lot in common, and we both have said that we could see potential in each other as lifelong partners. Last night we were talking, and I found out she has had 9 relationships in the past. God damn, 22?
Gee.
In the past, and has slept with 10 plus guys. Why she told him that? See? Lie. Why would
stop
you tell a nigga that?
it.
No, be honest, but that gives you that will open you up for a potential I ain't into this. Or in a
Yeah.
situation like this, where he's gonna tell us all.
And has slept with 10. Exactly. That's why you don't tell, because they gonna tell somebody else. And she has slept with 10 plus guys, whereas I've only had 2 long-term, 2+ year relationships and have only slept with those 2 people. Stop
Mm.
comparing. That don't mean nothing. That means nothing. She also said that almost all of those relationships ended poorly, and all of those guys were pretty shitty people. One of the guys she dated was 36 years old, too,
Excuse
which
me, what's
seems a little
happening?
concerning to me, but I don't know. She tells me she wants to wait 6 months to sleep together. This alone doesn't bother me at all, but it's just knowing that she never waited with any other guys before me. But for some reason, she wants to wait with me. Is this something I should be concerned about? I'm planning to talk to her about it in
Not
person
really.
tonight, so
No.
any advice would be greatly appreciated. Edit for more context. She has expressed that she regrets getting in so many shitty relationships in the past and has started
So then
going
you
to
have your answer.
exactly.
He
Yeah.
has his answer. Like,
Mhm.
It's nothing to
there
worry
is no,
about.
that's the
Maybe she
reason why she
doesn't
wants to wait, because it ended
right.
up in a
Maybe she
bad
doesn't want
situation.
to mess things up with you and she want to wait because she learned that having sex too
And
early.
she's trying to do better. She's trying to
Right.
not do the
Right.
same
He
old
answered it.
behavior she has.
He answered his
100%.
own question.
Right.
That's interesting. But yeah, no, the comparison shit is wild too. Like,
Yeah, it don't
Yeah.
matter if you slept with 2 people and she slept with 10. That what does that have to do with anything?
Mm-mm.
It
it's
doesn't
because
have
it's
anything to do with it.
we're inherently told to believe that an extra body means like less cleanliness, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
etc. So
Then why you
it's a
with them?
society thing. That's weird.
It is weird to me because what does that tell you? That she had 9 relationships by 22 is
I don't
how?
think it's relationships. I believe
I
it's
don't
like,
think so either. It's like
yeah,
how?
because
What
ain't no
were
way.
like what kind
Ain't
of
no fucking
life
way.
was you living? Ain't no 9 by 22
And
is
they 22?
how?
Yeah, nah.
I think
Like, it's
she
not.
probably counted the nigga that she liked in kindergarten. She probably
Shut the
counted
fuck up.
She might have slept around. You never
because
know. It could
I
have been one
mean,
but
night stands.
but
yeah,
9
but that's she called it
relationships, that's not the
relationships. That's
That's
same
not a
as
relationship.
They don't
relationships.
know what
That's,
that is.
yeah.
That's just people that you've been with. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She just
She
fucked
ain't
the
been in no
guy.
I
9
think people just need
relationships.
to do better defining things. It's
And
just
he
Yeah.
like
said he been in 2+ year relationships at 22. Y'all were good at
two
commitments
plus.
that age.
Nah.
They were kids.
Yeah.
God
Kind of shit.
dang. Whenever I be seeing people like we've been together since we were 16 and they be like 20 something, how, bro? I would have been bored. Bear me another nigga.
Ah,
9 years since you was
die.
16?
Ah, I would have been.
But then you can it's not even being young because one of my cousins he was dating his wife now since they were 16. That was the only girl he dated from that long, and they married now. So
There is nobody that I was with at 16 that I want now, and that I would have ever wanted a long-term relationship with.
Oh yeah,
oh,
Agreed.
That high school
Yeah,
sweetheart
that's
thing
wild.
is, mm,
they stuck it out.
it's a little tricky to me because
They
like
even had a long distance relationship during it. Like he moved to New York. He was there
because
for like
I ain't even the same person I was when I liked these people.
Yeah.
no, they stuck together. I to this day I don't know how they did it.
Like, give me somebody new. I don't want to be with one person for my whole life.
Yeah, no, I don't know how they did it. I really
What
don't.
a new person at? Okay, next. I couldn't do
I
it.
mean, they may be a different person because they've changed
That's
over
true. Like
time.
people are different. Some people can do
Yeah,
the.
they literally those two literally grew together. Like
Yeah,
I
that makes sense, I guess.
that don't sound fun.
Shut
it
up,
did.
girl.
I mean, it
It was
does.
fun for them.
It's
I'm
fun for
It's
them.
dead. Why do you have
it's
me?
It
I'm scared.
it
it
led to a
sounds
marriage.
like I don't know. I
It
mean,
worked
if
for them.
it's your goal, I guess it depends on what's your goal in life, marriage. Because I can't see a person that I was with at 16 helping me to grow as a person.
But it literally like
Yeah.
they were together for so long that if they came to like a family function without if he came to a family function and she weren't there, we'd be like, "Where's she at?" Like literally asking where she
Mm.
is. That's how used to her we got because they were together forever. But there is a weirdness to their relationship.
I'm saying
He
it's
was
weird.
Caveat.
he was seeing her older sister before her.
What?
Yeah, but when he was seeing the older sister, they weren't like a couple. They just liked each other. But then she hit him with the whole. She told him that she was gay, like she was really into women. So pretty much broke his heart.
You like
Like
that
a
cool? Let me get your younger sister though.
like a year later, he got with his wife today.
Killing me, I swear.
And
That's crazy.
when I tell you the older sister used to cock block every chance she got, but you let him go. You did that.
Like,
But she
but you
gay.
don't.
Right.
How
Right.
does she? Well, how you call? You don't even like cock. Why you and she be nowhere near it? What is
Right.
She's
this?
like, well, he liked me first. That's the whole thing.
That is
She used to
crazy. You
she used
cock
to try to
blocking and you don't even like cock.
she
She
used to
probably
try to
liked
put
men.
her
She just rejected him.
Booty
She didn't like
Wild.
him.
you got a
Yo,
point.
I'm
She don't
dead.
like cock, but she was blocking.
She
That
just
is
didn't like. She just
crazy.
didn't like him. She liked men.
Right.
That probably.
But then again, she had to like him. She just didn't like the fact that her sister was now with him. She tried to
Yeah.
Mhm.
block him.
She didn't like that man. That's where that possessiveness.
Yeah, that's true.
Possessiveness.
That's
It
true.
comes from.
Her
Yo,
with
is
the
you
assist.
drunk? Cat got your tongue?
She ain't like him, but she didn't want her sister to have him either.
Oh my God.
No, she liked him a little bit. That's all that was.
Yeah.
She didn't like that man. She just wanted. It's
She
like
wanted attention.
it's like
I feel like
it's like you can't date nobody that I've ever been with. But that's true. She your sister. That's crazy. Why you
Yeah.
dating my
I mean,
nigga,
but
my
you
ex
yeah.
nigga? But at the same time, let them be.
That wasn't
That's
even
what they
her
want to
ex.
do.
yeah,
Let them
you let the
be.
nigga go. You let him go. He wanted you.
But I ain't tell him to talk to myself.
No, that was a decision that the sister and him made, but
How
Mhm.
once
that
it
even
clashed,
happened though? Like, how did they? How
well,
did they like?
he was cool with them, all of them, because okay, so his wife is a twin, and then they have an older sister. He was into,
There that twin
Oh,
thing go.
but see, he wasn't even close to into her twin. He couldn't stand her twin. That's the funny thing. But
well,
he
when he
was
Twins
realized the
is
other one
weird,
didn't
huh?
like him, he just kind of gave her a chance, basically.
He was like,
yeah.
let me see the sister, little girl, the
Maybe I
younger.
was going after the wrong twin.
I mean, he wasn't okay. So maybe I have to clear this up. So the older sister is not the sister that he's with now's twin. His wife has a twin on top of the older sister.
So his wife is a twin.
Yes. but
Not the older sister. I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
yeah. So
Oh.
basically, he was into the older sister first, like he had a thing for her. You know what I'm saying? But then she told him she was gay, so he hooked up with the sister, and now he is married to that sister.
Mm.
So I guess her telling him that she was gay was a blessing for him because look, he got a wife now.
I wouldn't say a blessing. Like, I just kind of feel like people just be ending up together. It don't be that deep sometimes.
Yeah,
But
it's a
But
the
blessing.
reason why the high school sweetheart thing just don't make sense to me is because like the people that we were when we were that age.
I get it. I feel you. That's why I couldn't understand why they stayed together for as long as they did, especially at that age.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
And he had
Because
so
when I
many
got out of
people.
high school, all of the people that I liked, I was like, deuces, it's time for me to meet a new batch of niggas.
Stop
Oh
it.
no, you ain't lying.
Yeah, a new
I felt the
batch.
same way.
Said batch.
When I
I want to,
graduated from high school, everybody was crying. I was smiling like a Cheshire cat. I couldn't wait to get up out of there.
bro, new batch.
Stop it.
Yeah, missed opportunity. But yeah, I don't think you got nothing to worry about. I just feel like she just don't want to make the same mistake. And it means that she really likes you. She don't want to mess up the relationship. She
Yeah,
really wants things to work.
most
And
definitely.
you shouldn't be worried. Like, stop comparing. That's
Yeah,
why
don't
I feel like talking about body count and stuff like that is pointless.
it
Stop
is.
comparing that stuff. It don't matter.
It
It
don't.
don't matter who they slept with, especially if you know you're gonna be with them. Why you dwelling on that? You're gonna be with that
Yeah,
person, so why you care? Like, I
so I got a couple of things when it comes to that whole concern thing for the guy. Like, what was his intentions on being with the girl? One. Number
mm,
two, like, I get people change and people kind of have like their own views and everything, but then you got to look deep into what you were expecting when you got with this person and what you're receiving. If you thought this was just going to be an easy in because you were on and off with them or something like that, and you have a bit of familiarity there and everything, you clearly missed the point with the girl.
Mm.
could have been a chase
And did he
situation,
know
and
about
now
her
I just
history prior to?
right.
Exactly.
It could be like I was trying to get with her this amount of time, but it never worked out. And now she finally giving me attention. I got her now. I bagged her. Like, cause I feel like a lot of times dudes like chasing, and then when you give them a chance, they be so stuck on the fact that, oh, I've been trying to get her for a minute. Now I got her.
And now I got to wait.
Yeah.
That could have been the whole
right.
thing. Yeah. So,
It's
like, I mean, those are like two things that I'm looking at when it comes to this. Like, homeboy, yeah, y'all are young, y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing and everything, but you got to realize that not everything is going to be completely open to you. And yeah, she may have been with, 9 people or however that math worked when they're 22. I don't fucking know. But still, if she's trying to like throttle back and then give like all of her attention to him, then that's a whole different thing. Now, if she
Mhm.
still has like some friends with benefits on the side or something like that, then yeah, but that wasn't added into this conversation either.
right.
Yeah,
He didn't say what he said made it seem like she just don't want to make the same mistake.
Yeah,
Like
and
she
so with
learning
yeah,
that
from her
said, if
mistake.
it's just her and him and they're exclusive and everything, let her heal.
He
yeah.
didn't
Some
say
people come into
girlfriend,
shit
so I'm
broken.
assuming that they're exclusive. I don't know.
She's being
Yeah.
cautious because of what she
Mm-hmm.
dealt with already.
Which you should be thankful for, because there's a lot of
Right.
people that don't do that. And she
That don't learn that
22 and
lesson.
doing that.
Right.
She learning at 22. That's good. You got you a
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
probably got you a good girl. Like, chill.
Right.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Her ex-boyfriend came back. I'm 27 male and my ex-girlfriend is 26 female. Had a very good relationship. We did the usual stereotypical things for couples to do. We went on dates, went on hikes, and all in all had so much fun together. There was a period where she had been gone for a week, and during that week I had thought she had been cheating because I have extremely bad anxiety and I overthink a ton. During this one week, she had taken a trip to a friend's house. This friend was her single male coworker who had been in a relationship with her previous to me. According to my girlfriend, he was her first real love. This is what I mean, lie. Why do y'all be telling niggas stuff like this? It's pointless. This nigga don't need to know who your first real love was.
Why y'all go back to the first real love then?
Who go back to that first real love?
No, this homeboy's talking about his girl
What
did that shit.
even is a first real love?
They smashed. She liked him. Something didn't happen that worked in their favor.
You know
They
how
broke
many
up.
niggas
We
I was
are
like,
simplifying this to
you know
the
how
nth
many niggas
degree,
I was
though.
like, you my first real love. Like, we were
I'm
real love.
dead.
You know how many niggas I told that to? It ain't no first real love.
I hope none
That's
of them
Well,
niggas
crazy.
damn.
this podcast.
Just trying to build egos and shit like that, and I'm like,
No
Mm-mm,
ego
told that to-
survive around here. Nah.
Especially when I was younger, I was telling that to all of the niggas that I talked to. You my first true love.
nah. Nah. And I
I
would have
never
been
Told
like
y'all
told
that
I
one.
none of
It's
was
like,
them.
that's
Darius
some
Love Paul. I
bullshit.
just used to say so many dumb stuff and they used to eat it up. Like,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Then she and I broke up 3 months later for unrelated reasons. After said broke up, we became good friends. Another mistake. And even did some of the stuff we used to do. Mistake again.
Yeah,
We
that's
were
a mistake.
basically friends with benefits. This woman demoted you.
She got with the other guy.
She demoted
She
you.
demoted you to go back to the other nigga. Like, damn.
Damn.
Just
Let her
trying to keep the
demote
shit
you.
prime for the other guy, and then the other guy finally said, okay.
Yeah. We were
Damn.
basically friends with benefits, but the benefits were much tamer and not very sexual. Duh, because she was getting it from the other nigga.
Yeah.
She wanted me to wait until it was a good time to get back together with her, so I did so. Last night we went out to dinner.
Hold on. Wait.
And you're
Repeat
buying
what
a dinner?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. What was that sentence you just read? Read it again.
She
Read it again.
wanted to.
She wanted, not he wanted, right?
She wanted me to wait until it was a
Okay.
good time to
Keep
get
going.
back together with her. What does that even mean?
Nigga, I
Yo,
wouldn't
she
even.
said
She wanted to
she
know
put
if there
that
was going
nigga
to be a
on
falling out
ice.
with the other nigga.
She
So she
put
kept
that
him
nigga
like
on
on the
ice.
roster.
So
wouldn't
I
even-
did so.
I
Last
wouldn't
night
even
we
bring
went
this
on.
up.
I wouldn't have told nobody this.
Hell
Last
no.
night we went out to
Damn.
dinner and she told me she wanted to get back with her ex. I was disgusted because her ex is one, a ass and nonchalant. Why do y'all be caring about the details? That's your problem right now. He was a lying and cheating man and had no self-respect. I told her I was extremely upset because I had wait all these hats. I waited months at her request.
And you
problem.
don't have no
Your fault,
self-respect either
nigga.
because you stayed. You
At all.
stayed
For
and
her to
you
be
told
ready to get back together with me. She didn't understand why I was angry and left me at the Olive Garden. What can I do to get her?
Classy.
Nigga,
What
get
can
enough
I
for
do
the
to
girl.
get her back? I sacrificed time and
we're
money
not
on
we're
her,
not
and
answering
now
that.
she just
Sorry,
wants
bruh.
her
Like,
No,
ex
no.
more than me.
You
I
want
got
this
an
woman
answer for it.
back?
This nigga said a little bit more backstory. I met this girl in college. She still goes there while I now play college soccer and coach for a smaller club team. I think I need to let go of her and focus on sports because my true dream is to play professional
No,
soccer.
why ask us
She
to
got
play
in the way of this dream, but it's so hard to just kick her out of my life. Nigga, because you don't want to lose. And that's the
Yeah,
problem. You
yeah.
want to win. You think this is she not a prize, bruh.
Nah.
She
my
demoted you. She made you her side nigga. She broke up with you and made you her side nigga and you want her back?
You were her free lunch and dinner. That's all that shit was.
Mhm.
You weren't even a side nigga. You just
You
paid for
need
like
to
the food and
have some
drinks.
self-respect
Yeah.
like you think her ex need to have some self-respect. You
You was
don't
her
got none. That
ATM.
nigga got self-respect.
Yeah, that man's offensive. He offensive.
What's wrong with you?
A wallet. You're nothing but a wallet.
Yeah, you an
And she
ATM.
told
You
him
know.
at dinner, like,
I'm getting back with that
this
nigga.
bread good.
I know
Like,
you paid for this food though,
yeah,
right?
bro, this just tastes good. But you know what? I think I want to go back to my ex.
Yeah,
But
nigga, I
this
wouldn't
mashed
even.
potatoes hitting though. This
Nah,
mashed potatoes.
These breadsticks
Alfredo,
they endless still?
the Alfredo tastes bomb. You know what else tastes bomb? My ex's dick. Like, hey, I'm
Yeah,
headed back over there.
you gonna eat that?
Bro,
Hey,
what?
let me taste a little bit of that right there. Girl, boy, you got
Put some extra
played.
scripts on that shit.
She
Mhm.
demoted
Oh my
you, and
God.
you up there talking about how you can get her back. If you don't focus on that soccer,
Right, nigga. You better
and
There
leave
stop
is
that girl
no
running.
way to
alone.
get her back, and even if you do get her back, she's still gonna be sleeping with the other nigga until somebody else comes along that's more up her speed. That's all that is. You're
That's
just a
wild.
placeholder. Get someone
You
better.
were 100% a placeholder. She was
Yeah,
waiting
do
for
better,
that guy
man.
to take her
Wow.
seriously, and you filled the spot. You can't be mad because, and then you still sit here talking about you want her back. And this is fresh. This is 9 hours ago
Mm.
in 2024.
Shut it.
Tripping.
Oh my God.
You tripping in 2024? Okay, I'm gonna
He
do
said
one more and then we gonna move on.
that was that hit my soul a little bit.
Mm.
Because it's like, why? She's not for you.
What?
Uh-oh, Boonie's confused.
I'm 28, male, attracted to the woman 22 I'm talking to, and I don't know what to do. She's a
About
little
what?
girl. Find you a grown woman. That's what you should do.
How did he come across her? Sorry, I have too many questions.
No, I lost what you were saying on that one. What?
He said,
That was just
I'm a
it.
28-year-old male attracted to the woman. That's all he said. The woman, 22, huh? He said, I'm 28 male attracted to the woman, 22 male I'm talking
Okay, he
to,
can't
but
even fucking spell on that one, and he doesn't know how
I
to
don't
math
know
and
what to
gender.
do.
So
What you mean you don't know what to do? Like, is it because of age?
He added no. This is people can't write. I swear. Like I just.
if you can't write, you can't get it. You can't bag it. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Is there another one?
Yeah, I'm about to find something else because that's crazy.
Because that one don't make sense.
I can't help you like find the love of your life or get ass if I can't understand what the question is.
Okay.
Oh, not no. Come on, y'all. 17-year-old baby. This is William all over again.
Oh God.
Girl, if you don't go
Kid,
study
you're
for
too
that
young. Just
test,
listen to William
go
and don't
study
do what he
for
did.
that test.
Yeah, don't do what I did.
Tripping.
Yeah, listening right now. Don't do what I did.
Okay.
My-
God dang. I'm 23 male, have a crush on my friend 22 female whom I've went out with in the past. Me and Sheila have known each other since college because we were in the same class. However, we only started getting closer around our third year of college. We hit it off really well and quickly, and one night in a party, we ended up talking the whole night, just the two of us. I thought you was about to say y'all ended up having sex. You're excited
And
off
your
of
face
talking?
is so disgusted. Oh my God.
It was really cool. It made me feel like things the joys of being young and like the little things counting. Cause what? It was it was really cool. It made me feel like things I didn't even know I could feel, really scary but really exciting too. We were friends and I didn't know what to do. The next day I was walking her home and we were about to say goodbye, and all of a sudden she grabs me by my jacket and says, "Let's go for a walk." We go for a walk and end up talking until 3 a.m. again. Bro, she is trying to have sex with you and you're not
Right,
getting the
You're
right.
not
answer.
What
getting
is
it.
she doing?
Right.
Is she trying to fuck you? I thought they was about to fuck me. He said she grabbed me by my jacket.
So, let's go for a walk means
Yeah, she trying to.
So
like
fuck you
what?
outside.
Oh my God.
Conversation was really cool and there was also some more physical stuff like holding hands
What's physical?
and hugging.
How old is this person?
She liked you. They're in their
He's
20s.
23.
Sound like a goddamn
General
kid.
physical proximity. We go out 2 or 3 more times, and the next time she is supposed to set up our next date, but never does. Nigga, cause you ain't getting
Because you
nothing. We
missed the
ain't
Yeah,
getting.
mark.
you missed it.
Doing what
You missed it.
she
You missed it.
wants.
I asked her once or twice, but she kind of brushed it off, so I left.
Because
I
you missed
left
the
it.
slot, dog. You
Yeah.
missed it. End of story. You
I'm
missed
not
it.
even about to keep reading this, bro. You
Don't
just
keep
didn't
reading
read
it.
the
You missed it.
situation well.
Right.
Wait.
We
You
can't help
missed
you.
the
You failed that
slot.
mission.
Damn.
God dang, she was giving you so many chances.
Yeah, she wanted you to smash and you didn't smash.
And you said, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the
Let's
end.
talk about dinosaurs instead.
Oh my God.
We have been just friends for about a year. However, I have recently realized that I still have feelings for her. I'm stuck between telling her because she has been talking to this other guy.
Oh God,
And
here
I
we go.
can't really handle that. It is also unfair to her because I'm supposed to be her friend. She
So then
friend,
don't do it.
bro. You got
Just
You in
friend
the
zone
friend zone
because
for a
he gave
reason.
you the
Yeah.
opportunity to step up and you didn't. And now you're a friend zone and now you can't handle it.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna be hard on him because I realized in my years of talking to guys that there are a lot of guys that don't really know how to deal with women, meaning you don't really, because women are not direct like y'all are. They don't come out and say what it is a lot of the times. They'll try to make you guess, like she said, let's go for a walk, when really she wanted you to walk that kitten,
Yeah.
but you ain't got the hint. And you just didn't know how to read that situation well. I think it's a lot of men that don't really know how to date women. And they get
So
frustrated or whatever, but it's really sometimes a lot of times these women be liking y'all back, but y'all can't even read the
I
situation to
can't
tell
in and out.
because they're not direct.
in the future, for this little nigga right here that did not understand the objective for this assignment, if
Right.
you don't know what's going on, you can always ask,
Ask.
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you feel about me? What do I need to know? Oh, you want to smash? I want to smash too.
Right.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Simple things like that can go miles beyond. Oh, she liked to hold my hand and grab my arm, and we walked in the park, and there was a
This
bush, and she
nigga
tried to
said
get me to
we
go over
talked.
there.
This nigga
That
said we
nigga said.
talked all night. It was a good time.
That nigga said
Nigga, she was
grabbed
trying
me.
to get you to do something, show
She
some
grabbed me by
interest, give
my
her a
jacket.
kiss, something.
That
God
nigga
But you
she
dang.
bombed
grabbed
that
your jacket
mission.
Grab
and
my
said,
jacket
"Let's
and
go
say,
for a
let's
Man.
walk."
go for a walk.
She
And
wanted you
you
to
was
walk.
like,
All right.
okay.
This nigga dumb. That's what I'm getting.
What?
from this.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What time was said? I know it doesn't matter because obviously
He
it's in
said
plot
3
mode.
a.m., bro. 3
Yeah, he's a
a.m.
Yeah,
dumbass. He's an extreme. Like,
was
wait,
with it.
what do you?
He said,
Sir.
clearly she was trying to fuck and he didn't get
That's
At the ungodly hour, and you just did not
more
know
like
what
3
was
a.m.
going on.
3
yeah.
a.m.
And
That's
Come on.
even if she wasn't trying to allude to fucking, like you could have totally made that happen. Could have.
100%.
Yeah.
it was wide open.
Where's your dorm room? Let's go.
Yeah.
Where's your apartment? You want to go back to my place instead? Okay,
But
let's
it
do
don't
that
even
too.
seem like he even thinking on that level, really.
He
He just
wasn't.
be excited just for little things, just because she talking to him and
Yeah,
stuff.
because he's more innocent than she is. He's still
Yeah.
kind of like in that kid mode or
I
whatever.
have a soft spot for innocent men because they be innocent when they be innocent. Innocent. They don't know how to
All it just
navigate.
takes is one simple push.
That's a lot of times why they date older women too. Cause they
Mm-hmm.
feel like they teach them stuff, but I ain't trying to be your. That's grooming. That's
Yeah,
low key grooming.
yeah, it's
You're
weird.
getting groomed.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't even want to teach the ones that are my age.
the only advice
Yeah.
I got is that it's not happening. She
So
already done found somebody else that she like, and she friend zone you, so you're just gonna be her friend.
And she's
yeah.
getting digged down either way.
Yeah, it's not happening. So I think you should just move on. But I
Pressure
feel
losses,
like
man.
going forward, a lot of times women do not say directly what they want. So you, like Bert said, you need to either ask, you have to ask them. I feel like sometimes people be scared to ask for clarity because they feel like the person is not going to give it to them. And sometimes they won't, but if a person doesn't give you clarity, you shouldn't be talking to them because they're
Yeah.
agents of chaos. They want you to assume stuff, and that's not good. But I don't know, like a lot of guys this age don't really know how to navigate that when it comes to women. And I just feel like you kind of have to learn how to read the room. Y'all learn how to read the room. And if you don't know how to do that, ask questions.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple. Don't be afraid to ask. And if the person does feels the type of way about you asking, you shouldn't be with them. And he left this 1 hour ago. This was an hour ago.
Mm.
Oh,
Poor kid.
Poor thing. You'll learn though. You'll learn with more relationships. Just don't become one of those angry men who be angry that women don't like them when really women be liking you and you just don't know that they do.
yeah.
You
Next time
can't
you hang out,
fumble,
You
but
keep
you'll fumble about
fumbling.
3 or 4 more times until it makes sense to you,
yeah.
and you're like,
Right.
oh.
So
Right.
next time when you hang out with somebody, a girl at 3 a.m., she grab you by your jacket, she wants you to smack it.
Kiss her
Mhm.
or something. She grab you by your jacket, be like, or joke like how I do when I wanna know what somebody on, I'll make a joke. Be like, oh, you must be trying to get in my drawers or something. Like, I would literally act like a dude to get to know what a man's intentions are. Like how
She
y'all
used to.
joke with each other and stuff. That's exactly how I'm gonna talk to you.
I would be one of those people that's like, well, if we're playing that game,
Right.
sure.
I was about to say, you asked me that
But
question, my light bulb will go off.
that's how you gonna get the answer that you're looking for. Like
Yeah.
you really trying to, like, if you're not confident, make a little joke and see how they respond.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we were on that type of time. Challenge accepted. Let's go. That's all that
Right.
goes
Yeah.
into.
See how they respond. You'll have better luck, but you fumbled it. Okay, moving to the also don't forget to send questions, and if you want advice, email us at royaljeansreviews@gmail.com so we can give you advice. Y'all see us give advice on here every week. I mean, well, when we make episodes and we give good advice. So, write in to us, let us know. Or if you just want to let us know what you think about the podcast, you can do that.
Yeah.
But moving on to the last segment, which is the Black Life segment. Do you have any fears about dating in this climate?
Mm.
I already said that a couple of questions ago.
Yeah, my fear is just running across another narcissist.
Yeah.
That's
But at the same time, I'm not that scared because like I kind of know how to
how to
just
maneuver that.
take myself out of that situation. Ain't
Mm.
no other like just take it because you can't change them now.
I wouldn't constitute any of the hesitations or the reservations as fear.
Fear,
Like
but yeah,
fear
Yeah, I
is
was
a
about to say, no
strong
fear.
term for it. But it's just like, whatever happens, happens. You deal with it as it comes.
yeah, definitely more like reservations, like you
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
because but I feel like that's you should have reservations about everything. I
Well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you
feel,
can't just be jumping in anything.
yeah,
Oh wow.
right, right. So that's it for me. But
Yeah,
if
no.
nobody has anything else to add, we can end the episode right here. Thank y'all for joining me to talk about this topic, and thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you can leave um voicemails on Spotify and we will play them on the podcast. If it's a question, it could be a question, it could be comments about whatever we talked about or whatever, we'll play it. But thank you for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can get this content that we're putting out. We're on a roll. We're gonna try to keep it going. Hopefully, I don't get sick or something like that. But we'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye.
Bye, everybody.